What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here and back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. Now today we're talking about making gold in Season of Discovery, and I want to share the easiest way that I've been using to make gold, and I think a lot of you guys have as well. Today I'll be talking about my method here, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and also giving some tips and tricks on how to use this method. We're talking about questing for gold, which I'm sure a lot of people have known about already, and there's obviously a reason why I've been waiting until now to talk about this, because number one, it's very obvious. Number two, we've had some very good farms up until this point. The BFD farm has been patched apparently, so well, questing is really good, but you can only do them once per character. So if you're leveling alts like me, this is perfect. You can get up to almost 200 gold. I was doing quests on one of my characters, for example. I was making 35 gold per hour while questing by pre-completing a couple of them, and some chains give you up until 1.5 gold for just talking to NPCs. Think about the Legend of Stalvan questline, for example, for the Alliance. You just get so much gold for that. One full stockades run you can also get like 6-7 gold from, especially by doing the actual ring quest afterwards. You get so much gold from doing some quests. So you can get a lot of gold. You can get up to 150 gold by completing pretty much every single quest, and then by going out of your way after that, you can obviously get even more as well. Duskwood has a lot of quests for Alliance, Wetlands has a lot of quests as well, and even Red Ridge. Doing the Elite quest gives you 5 gold very quick in Red Ridge. So just those 3 zones, it's a lot of gold in one go. Now, the negative part about that is that when Phase 2 comes out, you will be absolutely quest starved. The quests will not come back in Phase 2, these are like one-time quests, always has been, always will be. You're doing them now, you won't be able to do them later. And they're not adding anything new for it either, like you will have to find something else to do. You can farm mobs, or you can farm dungeons. If you're playing on a PvP server like me, then doing dungeons is probably going to be the most efficient way to level up anyway, because imagine those zones, man. Have you been in Ashenvale, for example, and questing right now on a PvP server? Think about Stranglethorn Vale. How popular is that going to be? In level 25 plus, or at least 30 plus, when you start questing, you're going to neutral zones. You're going to be questing as both Alliance and Horde in the same zone, roughly at the same location. The PvP is going to be absolutely mental. So here's my plan. I'm going to dungeon farm from level 25 to level 31, maybe even 32, but at least until level 31, and then probably go out and try questing a bit before going back and farming a higher level dungeon. But being on a PvP server, dungeon farming just seems like the way to go anyway. It is easier, can even be faster, and it just depends on how you do things. For example, stockades, you will have to kind of make it so you have a 5 runs per hour timer, which some mages can solo, by the way. So if you're a mage, you're doing really good, but any other class, you will just have to find a way to either solo or 2-man stockades and farm that way. Instead of doing, like, if you do a full 5-man stockades, that will be over way too fast, and you'll be simply locked out. So yeah, farming dungeons, and by doing that, I allow myself to do a lot of quests right now for gold as well, giving me upwards of at least 100 gold, closer to 150 gold, just by doing all the quests you can. And I also have alts. I really obviously do have alts. I've been leveling a bunch of them on stream. If you're coming by my stream, you see me leveling a brand new character almost every single day, and I'm doing this for several reasons. I love leveling, I love playing the game, and I love testing the runes on new characters. Plus, when I have all the pre-raid bits that I want, I'm doing BFD, which takes me 35 minutes, times 2 per week. Outside of that, I basically just level alts, right? You do the Ashenvale PvP event, you do the raid, then you level an alt, and eventually that alt gets to 25, you rinse and repeat the entire process. So what I'm doing is just doing as many quests as possible on my alt. Now on my main, just because if I don't want to dungeon farm, I have a separate strategy here, and that is doing all the quests up until level 25. If you're using questing, quests are marked with a level bracket, so do all the quests marked under level 25 and save all the 25 plus ones. Alternatively, what you can also do is do every single quest in one zone and leave a full zone for phase 2. An example of that would be doing wetlands now and leaving Duskwood for phase 2. That way you won't be entirely quest starved when phase 2 comes out. But why do these quests gives you gold? This is not something Blizzard has done for Season of Discovery. It's been here from the start. If you played hardcore beta, for example, or the PTR, we had level 20 or 25 being the cap back then as well, and they gave us gold, because when you don't get experience from a quest in Classic WoW or World of Warcraft, the experience then gets converted to gold instead. This means that in phase 2, you can also do this at level 40, phase 3, you can do this at level 50. At that point, those quests will give you more experience, which then gets converted to more gold. And I think at level 40, the experience you get would equate to about 2.5 gold per quest, so you can get a lot of gold at level 40 as well. So that's something you kind of want to think about when phase 2 comes out. You kind of want to dungeon farm those last levels, leaving as many quests undone as possible. That way you can capitalize on some really easy and fast gold in phase 2. By doing level 35 plus quests at level 40. Now onwards to what I've been doing on my alt and what you see me do on the screen right now. I'm handing in quests at level 25. At level 24, or even before 24, roughly let's just say 23.5, I start picking up as many quests as possible, not talking quests, but like go out and kill quests, and I do all of them. But I don't hand in a single one. This way I'm double dipping because I'm getting experience from killing these mobs. I'm close to level 25, I won't really get any power increase by being level 25 as well, or either. So I go to level 23.5. Then I start doing a full run of stockades with all the quests, but I don't hand in a single one. I then go to Red Ridge, do all the quests I can, don't hand in a single one. Do the same thing in Duskwood, do all the quests I can, and don't hand in a single one. Additionally, you have wetlands as well. If you need another zone, go there and do as many quests as you can, and once again don't hand in a single one. Now when you reach level 25, you literally fly around and hand in every single one of them. This was how I got 35 gold in 1 hour at level 25 as well, because I had pre-completed so many quests. And in addition to that, when you pre-complete quests, there's some quests that you don't even have to pick up. Like for example the bronze tube, I had 20 completed quests. And I had a bronze tube in my bag. I also had the materials for the cooking quest in my bag as well. So even though I only had 20 quests in my quest log, I ran around doing like 27 quests in 1 hour, because some of them unlock chains, which you talk to an NPC in The Legend of Stalvan, for example, just talking to people back in front, and then having items in your bags to hand in. It's so easy and you get so much gold, and it's really what I would recommend anyone do if you're leveling alts. At level 23.5, just stop questing or stop dungeon farming. Pick up as many quests as you can and do all of them, and don't hand in a single one, because once again that way you're double dipping. You are getting gold at level 25 and you're getting the quest from killing the mobs while you're doing those quests, rather than going back and doing them at level 25. It is the easiest way to get some gold and you're leveling at the same time. Sure, the last level will take a little bit more time. Level 24 to 25 took me 3 hours, for example, but I got a lot of gold at level 25. Just like me talking about questing here, I just wanted to highlight this. There's so much gold you can make from questing, but once again, keep in mind, you will be quest starved in phase 2. And also, yeah, the thing about 23.5, stop questing and just start completing quests, but don't hand them in. It is such a good strategy. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below and come by my stream. I'm probably live right now, live every single day. I'll be taking a couple of days off during Christmas, but live every single day otherwise. So once again, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe for more Season of Discovery content. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.